Today we will take a look at the best cameras for photography in 2024. If you want to find more information, check out links down below. Before we start, make sure you click subscribe button and like this video. Now let's get started. 5. Canon EOS R50. The Canon EOS R50 is very lightweight and portable camera that's easy to travel with and take on the go. The Canon R50 comes in two color variants, black and white. The Canon R50 feels well built. The body is made of hard plastic, but there's a nice rubber grip around the hand grip. The camera feels good in the hand but may feel too cramped for those with larger hands. The electronic viewfinder has a 2.36 million dot resolution, which is typical and gives you a fairly sharp image. The screen is nice and large, with a high resolution to give you a crisp image when shooting in live view mode. It gets pretty bright, which is good for combating glare on sunny days. The Canon R50 uses a bigger battery with a CIPA rating of 450 shots on a full charge when using the screen. It lasts quite a while for an entry-level mirrorless model. But if you want to extend the camera's battery life, it does support external power supply via a USB-C to USB-C cable. 4. Fujifilm X-S10. The Fujifilm X-S10 is a mirrorless crop sensor camera. It delivers great image quality and records reasonably sharp, detailed video in both 4K and FHD, though you may notice some noise when shooting in dimly lit environments. The Fujifilm X-S10 is good for travel photography. It delivers impressive image quality out of the box, with minimal amounts of noise even at moderately high ISO levels. Rubberized grip is deep enough to be well suited for a wide variety of hand sizes. The Fujifilm X-S10 is one of the best small, mid-range mirrorless cameras. The Fujifilm X-S10 has been built as a true all-rounder that's as comfortable shooting video as it is stills. The Fujifilm X-S10's design is simultaneously vintage Fujifilm and a big change from its other mirrorless cameras. That generous grip is a real bonus for an otherwise small mirrorless camera. The X-S10's viewfinder is solid rather than spectacular, while its vari-angle touchscreen makes it versatile for both video and stills. Photographers may prefer the tilting screen seen on stills-focused cameras like the X-T5, but this screen's flexibility is definitely a bonus for solo videographers or vloggers. Those vlogging credentials are strengthened by the inclusion of a 3.5mm mic input for using external microphones. 3. Sony Alpha 6700. The A6700 uses a BSI CMOS APS-C sensor, which we have to assume is the same one used in Sony's FX30 cinema camera. This makes it Sony's first A600 series camera to allow control with forefinger and thumb, rather than having only thumb-controlled dials. The sensor has AF points scattered across most of its area, giving an AF system that covers 93% of the image area, up from 84% on the previous generation of Sony APS-C cameras. The other most significant hardware change is the use of the latest processor along with a dedicated processor for handling the complex AI algorithms created by machine learning. The A6700 can shoot 10-bit HLG stills in the HEIF format. It can also shoot non-HDR HEIFs in your choice of profile. The A6700 is built around what's almost certainly the same 26 megapixels BC CMOS sensor as the FX30 from the company's cinema line. The A6700 looks a lot like previous A600 series cameras, but a little larger. The body itself is constructed from magnesium alloy, with the usual claims of environmental sealing at all the joins. It has both mic and headphone ports, a micro HDMI socket and a USB Type-C port. The A6700 has a 2.36 m OLED viewfinder that can run at up to 120 fps. 2. Fujifilm X-T5. The Fujifilm X-T5 marks a return to photo-minded form for the X-T series and should please photogs who love its dial-driven controls, but some changes to the body style make it less of a do-it-all camera than the X-T4. Fujifilm takes a different approach to its camera design than other camera makers. Instead of separating models based on features and capabilities, Fujifilm puts similar functionality into cameras with a diversity of body styles. The X-T series has sometimes enjoyed flagship status, and indeed the X-T4 was the top-line Fuji camera from the time of its release, while also being a slight departure from earlier models. The X-T5 drops the forward-facing screen in favor of the dual-hinge style from the X-T3, and sizes down its frame without sacrificing in body stabilization. It comes in at 3.6 by 5.1 by 2.5 inches and 1.2 pounds without a lens. The camera is available in two versions, a 70s-style two-tone silver and black, or the all-black edition we received for evaluation. Fuji mixes up control schemes among cameras, not just body styles. The X-T5 takes a dial-driven approach, with discrete control wheels for shutter speed, EV, drive speed, and ISO on its top plate. The X-T5's viewfinder is the largest yet in an X-T camera. It presents a large 0.8x image to your eye with 3.7 million dots of resolution and a smooth 100 fps display. 1. Sony Alpha 7 IV. The Sony Alpha 7 IV is great for shooting landscapes. Its 33-megapixel full-frame sensor captures an incredible amount of detail and delivers sharp, pleasing photos straight out of the camera. The Sony A7 IV comes in one color variant, black. The Sony Alpha 7 IV is a hybrid mirrorless camera aimed at enthusiasts. It sits at a slightly higher price point than its predecessor, which remains a great option for those looking to get a full-frame mirrorless camera. The Sony Alpha 7 IV feels very well built. It's a step up from its predecessor, with hinged, weather-sealed doors covering all of its inputs and outputs, as well as locking doors for its battery compartment and memory card compartment. The Sony A7 IV supports 4K video up to 60 fps, which is great for capturing high-speed footage and fast action. However, shooting at 4K, 60 fps incurs a significant 1.5x crop, just like the Panasonic Lumix DCS5. Video quality is fantastic in 4K. Footage looks sharp and retains an excellent amount of fine detail. The Sony A7 IV has fantastic autofocus when shooting 4K video. The camera has integrated face and eye tracking that can differentiate between humans, animals, and birds, and it quickly and accurately finds its subject in most situations. Autofocus is fantastic in 1080p. It has no trouble keeping up with moving subjects thanks to its sophisticated face and eye tracking.